Welcome to the Rethink Retail podcast. I'm your host, Kirat Anand. With me today is Rob Brooks. Rob is the CEO and president of Saks Off Fifth. Rob, thank you for being here.
Kirat, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to the conversation today.
So Rob, take me through your career. You talked about 15 years in retail. I think majority of it you spent in the HR and people role, and maybe touch upon some of the key learnings and experiences that have helped prepare you for leading the Off Fifth team.
I had 20 years in human resources before I stepped into the business here about 3-4 years ago. And I've been very fortunate to work for some great organizations along the way. I've spent some time at L'Oreal. I worked for a company called Legends Hospitality, which kind of ran New York Yankees and some other Dallas Cowboy stadiums along the way, from a real true endeavor from a people perspective. And then I spent 6-7 years over at Macy's, and I've spent now the last 8 years here at Hudson's Bay Company in various roles. And 4 years ago, I stepped into the business as the chief customer officer for Saks Off Fifth. That grew into the role of president of our stores business. And then 8 months ago or so, I stepped into the role here as president and CEO of Saks Off Fifth. And you asked what's one of the things that prepared me, and I think it's team, right? It's my team. It's how we work together. It's having the strategy and the good debate and the good challenge to one another. But ultimately, we are one team with one focus and one direction. And we're obsessed with customer centricity, really driving that customer experience, whether you're online or in store. Having that as our focus every single day when we come into work, it makes work a lot of fun for the team, for sure.
What were some of the initiatives that you had laid out or the opportunities that you had seen at Hudson Bay before you joined as Chief Customer Officer?
When I first started, I had a great opportunity to work with the Saks team as one of the senior HR leaders on that team, and that morphed into kind of leading the entire field operation from an HR perspective for Hudson's Bay across all of the banners: Saks Off Fifth, Hudson's Bay, Lord & Taylor when we had Lord & Taylor. So I really got across all of our businesses, and you get to learn, right? You get to see and learn, and if you're open and you absorb the information that you're taking in every day, you're going to learn how you take those components and put it together as you come here. And one of the first things I did when I stepped into my role, I went on a listening tour, right? I went around and I spent time with our corporate teams, with our store teams. I went out to our office in Bangalore, where we have several hundred people. I went out to our distribution centers in Pennsylvania, fulfillment center in Pennsylvania, and really just wanted to hear from everybody. I knew what I knew, but I needed to hear from the folks that are doing the work. What are some areas of opportunity for us? And that's what I love. If you ask, you're going to get an answer. And I got some really straight, direct answers from people. And one of the things that we uncovered was we had some silos that over the years got created in the business that we had to knock down. And there was a little bit of a challenge around what is the focus and the strategy that we're working towards. And we really needed to bring some clarity to that for the organization. And I think the other piece that was very apparent was we needed to simplify. We needed to find a simplistic approach to operating our business. We're not complicated. I joke about this. We have great products. We have great access to great products. We sell it at a great price and great value for our customers. So we're selling shirts and we're selling shorts and we're selling great dresses. Let's not overcomplicate that, and let's make sure that we can give it to the customer the best way for the customer.